Peace, love, and about our hair grease, y'all. What is good? It is Shy the Sage, returning for another amazing video. Hey everybody, it's good to be back here for a real quick video. Just real quick, I wanted to once again, as I always do, give thanks to y'all who's been emailing me, supporting me still, and commenting on my videos, and people who are still subscribing. So thank y'all for still rocking with me. Like I said, I know I'm not the most consistent, but when I'm inspired and called to give a video, I'll give the, I do. Y'all already know what's up. Anyway, also too, right now I got a special that's going on where I'm doing my full natal chart readings, including the past life section, for $50. So if you want to get your full PDF natal chart reading with your career information, it comes with your finance information. I also did an analysis on the 7th house, which is your relationships. So in your past life, which is your north and south node. So if you want to inquire about that, like I said, I'm having a special. I'm doing all that for $50. Just email me. I wanted to make today's video about something that I'm noticing that a lot of people don't mention about manifesting. So of course y'all know it's the Age of Aquarius now. Things are starting to change. Literally the whole entire world's getting a mass awakening. You can see people getting into spirituality and all different types of practices. You see it on TikTok and things like that. So and a common practice that I'm noticing that's what's happening is people, learning how to manifest, listen to Abraham Hicks and releasing attachments and all that good stuff, right? So, and like I said, manifestation seems to be a very popular idea, and people are implementing it into their lives in their own way, okay? But one thing I feel like people are forgetting to mention is when you're manifesting, the only way for it to work more fluidly and quickly is you have to believe that you are deserving of what you're asking for, okay? And that in itself, once you identify that, that's a whole different journey on its own, because you're opening up a new can of worms, right? So for example, a lot of people, two things that humans love to acquire the most, I've noticed, is love and money, right? So in terms of money, and I'm speaking from personal experience too, when you want to manifest money or manifest a new position at your job or manifest sudden money or wherever, or wealth or whatever you're trying to manifest, you have to, for example, believe that you are worthy of what you're asking for, that you deserve it, okay? And if you feel a little unease, like you don't deserve it, you're being called to do the shadow work, do basically the psychological healing, the psychological breakdown of where the subconscious uneasy feelings are coming from. And like I said all the time, 9 times out of 10 is coming from childhood, okay? So for example, y'all know I do exotic dancing, okay? So when I first moved to Atlanta, I wasn't making the money that I was making compared to when I was in San Diego. Like I said, one is a environment change, it's a demographic change, just a whole bunch of changes, right? And I was noticing, I knew it was a block in my money for a numerous of reasons. I realized I had money blocks, basically, and the money that I wanted wasn't coming as quickly and as easy or as I wanted it to, Like I said, I'm doing the visualization, I'm doing the affirmations, I'm listening to stuff, when I go to sleep at night, trying to reprogram the subconscious and everything. But it was still something missing, and I had to realize that something was, I have money blocks from childhood, and I really had to break it down to when I used to be with my grandmother. When my mom used to have her babysit me and my cousin. Like I said, my grandmother, she made it work. Did she have the most money? No, but we didn't really notice because we kids, we have a good time. But she would say things like, for example, if we wanted to get Chinese food, because that was our favorite thing to do, get Chinese food, and we loved basically when she fed us, okay? She'll always make comments like, well, y'all mama didn't give me enough money for that, or don't order that, y'all think I made of money, and you know, just money concerns, just like a scarcity mindset. And I didn't know that that had rubbed off on me. Okay. So once I identified that a money block was even a thing, I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm starting to see a little bit less resistant in the things that I am trying to acquire. Okay. And I'm trying to manifest. And then a lot of the times, the people who are talking, the people who, if you feel like you're having a hard time manifesting and you see stories of people on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram posts about how they manifested something quickly, or you see these videos of how I manifested this quickly, you gotta understand, some people had a different childhood than you. Okay, some people during their childhood, they were validated. They didn't get brought down, or things weren't said to them that brought down their low self-esteem as a child that they carried on with them. A lot of people, you know, in the world have healthy childhoods. So really, when they think they deserve good things, you know, it's only natural because they had an environment to support that idea, right? But when you come from, you know, a more broken and a traumatic home where, you know, you're gaslighted, you're emotionally abused, you're put down, you're not validated, you're emotionally ignored, your needs are ignored, right? That's going to create a different message as you get older and as you grow up. So that's extremely important. So when you hear all these people, how they manifest things fast, look at their childhood, especially, you know, Caucasian people, white people, right? A lot of white people come up with these videos about how they manifest this real fast, but I've noticed that too in cultural differences. White people, their upbringing is a little different from Black Americans because, like I said, slavery low-key did a number on us. A lot of us are still carrying trauma in our DNA from slavery and really don't know it. A lot of white kids, they validated since the day that they're born. They're on TV, they're in magazines, they're in history books. So of course it's easy for, you know, some of them to manifest easier because they were validated as children. And like I said, they got the idea in their minds that they deserve whatever, whenever, however. I've also reached a new milestone in my journey where I'm actually healing my maternal wounds, right? I think one of the biggest breakthroughs that helped me with my basically my shadow work, peeling back those thought processes, peeling back those and getting to the root of those feelings and emotions. I had to realize in my childhood, I was I was spoiled. I got what I wanted, but I didn't really get the emotional nurturing I needed, and I was financially provided for. So I was raised, but a good portion of it was I was being maintained. So a lot of my physical needs were met, but not my emotional and my inner needs were met as well. When we used to think of very expensive things, I know my ego would desire them, but something in me, you know, would feel a little uneasy because, you know, I come from a family values where, you know, work hard and, you know, get it from the mud and take no handouts and, you know, basically people just doing all right, doing okay enough just to get by the next day. And I remember when I was younger, I think my auntie, somebody, kept buying me easy bake ovens. I was getting the same easy bake oven when I was younger, year after year consecutively. And, you know, I remember one time, it was like the third year in a row, I had told somebody like, hey, I already got this. Like, why y'all keep giving me easy bake ovens? I want something else. And then I would always be told, oh, you should be grateful, da 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 da, you should be grateful. But in reality, I really have to realize it wasn't the fact that I was asking for too much for what I really wanted. It's the fact that they didn't have enough money to get me what I wanted. So it's not that my parents just deprived me of it because I wasn't worthy of asking for exactly what I wanted. It was the fact that, you know, they couldn't afford it. They was broke as hell. But, you know, parents do a lot of projecting and they make you feel like, you know, that's the message I was sent in my subconscious as a child. Like, don't ask for too little and take what you get. And my first early 20s, I was running on that programming and it was not serving me at all. So really with that realization, with that breakdown, like I said, I think my magic is becoming stronger. My growth is becoming stronger. I'm becoming more confident in my manifestations now because I've dealt with those subconscious messages from childhood, okay? And I think that was like the most revolutionary thing that I've discovered. Like, I was never asking for too much. So when I wanted something, I wasn't asking for too much. They just couldn't afford it, honey, because they were underprepared. Like most people, they were underprepared to provide for a child and the things that a child needed, okay? So, like I said, if you feel like you're having a hard time manifesting, you must believe that you're worthy of it. You have to do the shadow work. You have to break down and confront those uncomfortable thoughts and those uncomfortable emotions that make you uneasy so that you can have the life that you want to create. With that being said, that's it. I thank y'all for watching. Once again, I'm doing readings. So as always, I'll put my information in the description box. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. And see y'all next video. Bye.